James Melendez, we have this fantastic Rhone blend next. It is from the producer in Texas called McPherson. Stay tuned. So I was in Texas recently, and in Dallas, Texas to be precise. I always go to a food retailer expecting to find Texas wines, which I did, and I'm always amazed to see placement because being a former food and wine marketing manager off-premise, I'm really accustomed to understanding the nuances in terms of, say, the format, where it's being sold, what shelf positioning, and placement. And this particular retailer does a great job. There's not obviously a lot of, say, more Texas wines than California wines. So hence you're gonna see a lot more California wines, Washington wines, Oregon, and imports. And ultimately, when I look at the Texas section, I think it's in a good placement for this store, and it's really highlighting the good quality wines that are coming from Texas. And I think a lot of people don't expect it. So I think Texas is an up-and-coming wine region that's getting its accolades slowly but surely, and I think that's going to continue. And so when I saw this, I know this producer, I looked at the bottle price point and I thought, $12, really? Because sometimes $12 might mean something completely different. That is, it may not be worth a higher price point, hence it's a $12 price point. Instead, I thought I'm going to take a chance and see how this wine is going. And investing in this bottle was, what if it's fantastic? And it's turned out to be quite nicely done. It's a very, very nice, handsome, respectable bottle of wine. So here's what we have before us. Now, I love the labeling because I think it's pretty sophisticated. If you look at many wine states, and in every 50, in all of 50, you find wine being produced, but you're not going to always find sophisticated labeling. Labeling goes a long way. And of course, it suffices to say you have to have a good quality product, and it's amazing when you do both. So McPherson Le Copains. Now this is Texas white table wine, 2016 vintage, 13.1% alcohol. Here's a back label, and it's going to show you the contents here. So this is 40% Roussanne, 20% Grenache Blanc, 20% Marsanne, and 20% Picpoul. And this is coming from the Texas High Plains, and that is in Lubbock, Texas. And often it's a great region actually for growing wine grapes because it's a drier climate, and so it's not going to be, say, more humid climate. So Texas has a lot of climates, right? It's a big state. So in this example, I think it's a fantastic bottle wine, and I think 13.1% goes a long, long way. It's not to put down higher alcohol content wines, but ultimately sometimes it's really great to taste, say, a Rhone selection like this at a lower alcohol content, because sometimes you're going to characterize differently, and oftentimes you will. And again, I'm careful to always say that high alcohol content wines are going to be not so good and low alcohol content wines are going to be fantastic, because that's not always the case either. I don't always accept the point where people are tasting wine and they're saying maybe it's a Pinot Noir. Oh, that 14.5, it doesn't taste as hot as I would think it would be for a 14.5 Pinot Noir. And yeah, you can read a lot into that. So here's this wine here, and I'm gonna put more information down below on this producer. I think they're doing a fantastic job. I want to visit someday, and when I find myself in that part of the country, I will definitely visit. So first of all, the point score, 92 points out of 100 points. Solid wine, solid value, and something to be sought after. So if you're in Texas, go to a wine retailer, look for the Texas wines, and I've seen McPherson in many a retailer. So on this, I'm getting notes of freshly sliced Bosque and Comas pear, green apple, flowers, and crushed oyster shells, and a bit of simmering spices as well. Nicely done. Next, the flavor profile. Kiss of sweetness on it, but it's a dry wine. On this, I'm getting Comas pear, Adriatic fig, freshly sliced Granny Smith apple, crushed oyster shells again for that minerality, and a bit of almond and nutmeg as well in the finish. So this wine again is 92 points out of 100 points. More information will be listed down below on this producer. They are open to the public, so be sure to visit when you're in Lubbock, and give a like. The like button's down below. I appreciate that very much. Right up here is the subscribe button, so please hit that button. And the reason to do so is a really fantastic reason, and that is to see the latest videos I'm producing. Yes, I produce a lot of videos, and I don't expect my viewers to see every single one of them. My wine intellect is really saying I gotta taste wines from all places, all regions, all stylizations, from every region on the planet. So that's why I taste Texas wines. And put yourself out there. I've been tasting great Texas Tempranillo, Texas Sangiovese, Vermentino, this Rhone blend. So a lot of, Iberian, Italian, and of course, international varieties. So thank you for watching. Let's stay connected. And let's stay connected on the social medias that I'm on, that you might be on as well, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. Thank you again for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Santé.